Hey everybody, what's going on? This is Brett Snodgrass. Welcome back to another Freedom Friday. And I got my assistant with me. This is Olivia Snodgrass. Can you say hey?
Hey.
And I'm on daddy duty this morning. So my my wife's in Michigan with my other son, and he's at a therapy thing, and so I'm taking care of the other kids. But so today I just want to talk about, we're talking about freedom, right? And first, I've talked about a lot of different things about how to make a decision on freedom, how to leverage into freedom. And today, I really just want to talk about priorities. Hey, we gotta be quiet, okay? Today, I want to talk about priorities. And I think that you really need to start taking an inventory of what are your priorities. Um, I was at a men's retreat many years ago, and the very first talk, a guy came out and he talked about priorities. And he said, if you really want to take an inventory on your priorities, you look at these three things, right? The first one, you can sing. The first one is, how are you spending your money? Right. And in business and in life, if I want to really look and see what is important to you, I would look at, how are you spending your money? What are you spending your money on? Because whatever you're spending your money on, that's telling me that's really, really important to you. So when you're thinking about your priorities, look at, what are you spending your money on? Because that is really, really important to you. And if you're spending your money on crap that's not important to you, then that's just wasteful, right? So take an inventory on what you're spending your money on. Create that budget. You should know where every dollar is going. And that's how you can continuously build freedom, is when you can build that up. So number one is, what are you spending your money on? Number two is, how are you spending your time?
Hey, freak this thing.
Yeah, that's my daddy's juice. Number two is, how are you spending your
Drink it.
time? Okay. This is just kind of a rough cut. We're just going with it. Number two is, how are you spending your time? If I wanted to see really what's important to you, I would look at, how are you spending your time? And time is our most important commodity, right? I mean, when we run out of time at the end of it all, we would do anything for a little bit more time. And that's one of the reasons why I want to have Olivia on here today. And because I have the freedom now. We have some personal things going on, and I have to stay home with my kids, my wife's with my son in Michigan for the next several weeks. And one of the things that I was like so thankful for is, this is a tough personal thing going on, but I have the time and the freedom to be able to take care of my other kids, to be with my other kids, to spend time with my other kids. And most, people, that's what they say. They say, I'm doing this for my families, be able to spend time to do what I want to do. And most of the time it's with my loved ones, it's with my family, my friends, but they end up working themselves and to death forever. And then they never get the freedom. They never have the time. So so I want you to take an inventory on your time. Like, how are you wasting your time? Are you scrolling through social media, Facebook all the time? Are you watching Netflix all the time? Are you wasting your time in your business? Are you wasting your time in your business uh, with just whatever, right? Maybe you need to delegate some different things. Are you wasting your time, doing things that you can hire out and delegate out? So take an inventory. How are you spending your time? Because that's to prioritize your time. And the last one is, what are you thinking about? As an entrepreneur, I know my wheels are always spinning, whether I'm doing whatever, whether I'm in my business or I'm with my family. A lot of times my wheels are always spinning, and you have to capture those thoughts and figure out, what are you thinking about? Are you worrying all the time? Are you anxious all the time? Are you worrying about the future that you can never be present? Are you worrying about the past that you can never be present? So take an inventory about, what are you thinking about, putting positive things into your mind. And just because you're listening to 1,000 different podcasts doesn't mean that's always good. That's good information, but maybe you're choking on that information. So those are the three things I want you to take an inventory on. Yeah. Okay. Those are the three things I want you to take an inventory on is how are you spending your money? How are you spending your time? And what are you thinking about? Because if I were to look at your life, look through the window of your home and look in the window of your mind, and I could, you know, write all the things down that you're spending your money on this, you're spending your time on this, and you're thinking about this all the time, I would know where your priorities are at. And what I really want this to do to you is how do you need to realign your priorities in order to get to freedom? How do you need to change your habits in order to get to freedom? Do you need to change your lifestyle so you can get to freedom? How do you need to change your goals so that you can get to freedom? Some of your goals right now is to have freedom. Yet if I were to look at your life, none of the things that you're doing is setting you up for freedom. So hope you guys enjoyed this today. This is Brett Snodgrass with Freedom Friday and Olivia. Say bye.